Chapter 3, Affective Mind. Did you know 2 days after Obama was elected President of the United States, Obama supporters reported increased positive affect and McCain supporters reported increased negative affect. Yet the profile of affective reactivity is different according to the age. The older Obama supporters were, the more likely they were to react with low arousal positive emotions, like relaxation, relative to the high arousal positive emotion, like enthusiasm. In contrast, the older McCain supporters were, the less likely they were to react with the high arousal negative emotion. For example, anger, relative to low arousal negative emotion, sluggishness.
Affective mind or emotions play a central role in every human life, from the moment we were born until we die. They prepare the body for action, highlight what should be noticed and remembered, and guide decisions and actions. As emotions are central to daily function, it is important to understand how aging affects perception, memory, experience, as well as regulation of emotion.
A long-term study found that 26% of Americans report having a midlife crisis. Researchers have known that for decades. The happiness research a low point of midlife before rebounding as we age. In fact, numerous U-shaped graphs map the peaks and valleys of personal satisfaction, with recent studies pointing out that the differences between men and women. Healthline Medical Affairs team stated that by the time you reach middle age, it's likely that you will have experienced some trauma or loss, death of a family member, a significant change in your identity, divorce, physical or emotional abuse, episode of discrimination, loss of fertility, empty nest syndrome, and other experiences that may have left you with a persistent sense of grief. You may find yourself questioning your deepest beliefs, that your most confident choices. A persistent sense of grief makes yourself become older externally and internally. Thomas Scheff, professor of the sociology of the University of California, states that the current trend of medicine to deal with the emotions, the controller. However, we all have emotions, so let's meet the affective mind and enjoy the emotion. How? By catharsis. Catharsis in safe context. For example, cry is the catharsis of grief. Suppose the grief is the most physical, bodily preparation for crying, reacting to a loss, attachment, or a muscle or tears gland automatically prepare us to sob loudly and tears plentifully. Crying resolves the body tension for preparation. We feel less sad and tense and more relaxed. So they enjoy grief, cry it out in the safest context. Irish Derman's song put it so beautifully, "There's no time to cry." Professor Scheff also said, therefore grief is the most powerful emotion among others, so let us practice crying every day. However, under the topics of anti-aging, grief is surely not our solution. Happiness is instead. Therefore, laughing is the catharsis of happiness. You may ask, what is the relation between happiness and anti-aging? A well-known Greek adage says that it cannot be wedding without tears and funeral without laughing. Therefore, when we are in grief, we cry. After then, we laugh. We are still alive. In our daily lives, it's rather odd to laugh when we are losing your job, your bad boyfriend. We use smile, integrating in our boss qigong. We smile because we admit our negative emotion. But life must go on, and we enjoy our emotion and try to accept ourselves. Yes, we are so smart. During the practice of fast qigong in the video, You can see I'm wearing a smiling face. That's very important.
In psychology, it's termed as psychosomatic mind-body interaction. Tibetans tell us the theory inside is thoughts are always specifically tied to specific chemistry, and chemistry is always doing, is always very specifically tied to specific behavior. When you change the behavior, you change the chemistry, and sooner or later, you change your thoughts. What chemicals change inside? According to Dr. Scott Rollins, laughter may have been shown to benefit the immune system by increasing the protective nuclear cells that help fighting infection, lowering both the stress hormones cortisol and inflammatory marker interleukin-6. A smile will increase beneficial growth hormone, the anti-aging hormone that helps keeping us young.
This mind-body connection actually flows mostly in the opposite direction. It's about 80% body to brain and 20% brain to body. When it comes to changing or healing your emotion, doing in its many formats will always be easier and is more impactful than thinking. That is the Asian wisdom of acting. 53 equals to 35. How do you feel? Let us carry on the bath qigong. Enjoying our emotion, enjoying the qigong, and let your body and mind do the chemical reaction anti-aging.